Still sticking with their guns.
The
Warlock and the
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster.
Where the hell is...
Again and again.
Where's Treant Protector, bro?
I don't know.
No bans, no picks. Come on.
Are you sad about not seeing Treant Protector?
No, I'm just, he's a good hero. Why are they ignoring him? I don't know.
He's not fun to watch, man.
What are you talking about?
It's like techies.
What makes him fun to watch, Slacks? Explain to us why he's a fun hero to watch.
You ever gone Orb of Venom, Treant Protector, first point Leech Seed, and went and beat their hard carry to death at 0-0?
It's fun for like 3 minutes, and then...
That's fun. Listen, you take whatever tiny bit of joy you can in Dota, okay? It's a harsh game. If I can get 3 minutes of happiness in my life, I'll take it.
So if you can make someone miserable for 3 minutes, you're happy?
Yes.
That's fine by me.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see.
Happiness is economic. If you're happy, someone else is sad equally. Not free.
So TA and Juggernaut here, 3rd and 4th bans from Elements, and it looks like a Vengeful Spirit Rubik banned out by Mouse.
Wow. Huh.
Vengeful Spirit, interesting ban. We've not seen her really touched all too much aside from Virtus Pro.
We've seen teams try to run her as a carry, as always. The forbidden fruit of Dota, the Venge carry.
Are you not a fan of the position 1 Venge?
I mean, sometimes it works. Most of the time, it doesn't.
It's the Mason special.
Yeah. Venge carry is kind of like shaking up a soda can and opening it in front of your face and just being like, well, maybe this time it won't. It will go well.
What a weird analogy that is.
I do it often. It helps preserve the carbonation, right, Owen?
You've broken OD pixels.
Preserve the carbonation.
Yeah, Owen hates it when I do that. A fun fact.
What?
If you're NA and you shake soda can, like soda in front of European people, they get really uncomfortable. It's hilarious.
What do you mean? How is that just an Owen thing?
No, I don't care about
it. It gets picked this game. We had it grabbed last game and they didn't touch it.
Get Jakiro out.
All right, Jakiro, they're going to go with the early quap from Mouse.
Wow. That was a fast night and a fast.
Oh my God, what is happening?
Oh, the Bounty Hunter.
They finally get it. Yesterday we saw Bounty Hunter banned out.
Bounty
I think every game against Mouse.
Okay, this is definitely like the Mousesports. We love this hero. Let's play this hero lineup here.
Night Stalker.
Jesus.
So what do you think about this Night Stalker picks, Brax?
Stalker?
How does he fit in?
It's like a counter to the Beastmaster's playstyle, where he wants to get vision and split push, and Night Stalker, now he can fly over trees.
Take away vision.
Yeah. So he kind of plays well against him. And he's also pretty good against the Quap. You have that long silence. He's a tanky hero. You don't want to really burst him at all. So it's, I think it was played yesterday as well against the Beastmaster and the, actually it was played with the Beastmaster against Bat Rider, but it's the same kind of style.
Yeah. Anyone else a little worried about the lack of control from Elements? You've got Ice Path, Cogs, and the little bit of control Night Stalker has, but pretty light on traditional stuns.
Yeah, especially against a Quap and a Bounty Hunter, you definitely want something that's going to be able to lock you down a little bit there. Yeah. I mean, they are free to
the silence from Night Stalker is pretty good against Quap, to be fair.
Hell yeah.
That is a pretty good lockdown. But
sure. And he can fly.
If they can't kill whoever gets cogged and hooked, they're going to have some problems. Yeah. Like they've got nothing after that.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Well, how do they fix that, though? What position do we still need our Elements?
No, I still need their safe lane carry, yeah.
Safe lane carry.
No, same for both teams.
Safe lane carry with a stun, massive damage in Cogs. Show me the Sven, baby.
Could we see it? Could we see it?
Is that a good pick? I don't know.
I think so.
I'm not a pro player.
I like the Sven.
Hog, Brax, pro players.
Venge would have been good, but it is banned. I think Venge is the best possible safe laner for Elements Pro Gaming right now.
How come?
It's just combos well with the Shadow Fiend. You can amplify his damage. SF wants to play as like that frontliner, and Venge enables him much more, especially against Mouse's heroes. Like, they only have Roar to really start the fight, right? So if you Roar this SF who just gets swapped back in, or he has like Solar Crest, Aegis, that kind of defensive item, then it just kind of ruins their lineup.
10 seconds remaining.
So it's a Lycan 5th ban here out of Elements.
5 seconds
no Lycan Thrope.
Okay. It finally told me to take my feet off the table. I've been doing that every day since I got here. You finally got me, production.
Finally been caught. Bested again.
Oh, it is a nice table. Nice for my feet. Quap.
Who else works safe lane for Elements here? I mean, I think the Sven's a good call.
It's also Troll.
Ooh.
A Troll could be good, yeah.
I think Mouse will pick Troll right now, though, before Elements can pick it.
Troll Warlord. Now that's talking about boring heroes to watch. That's the most boring one.
What? You win
way.
a fight, kill the buildings.
Yeah, that was boring.
That's great.
It's boring. A typical troll wants to stay away from his team, and if they're fighting, you just...
You think Troll is actually the most boring hero to watch?
There we
One
go.
of them.
Dire team
One
pick.
of them, yes.
Oh,
All he does is bash people. Where's
Do
the
they go Ursa
excitement?
here?
Where's the pro?
that's the
Ursa.
RNG. That's what makes it exciting. 1 out of 10, he gets the bash.
Whoa! I can throw a coin up in the air
Why
4
do you
times.
think people gamble? Why does Las Vegas exist?
Because there's a profit. What's the profit in Troll
like
Warlord?
Fucking killing somebody.
Oh. You need help. That's messed up.
5
All right, you were saying
seconds
Ursa, Fong?
I just know Mousesports likes it a lot with the bounty hunter.
Reserve time.
I would prefer them to have a troll warrior. I think it's just infinitely
Is
better.
Madara big on the PA? That's a Madara here, isn't it? I'd like to see him on the Phantom Assassin. Jump in, get some quick crits. You got the chase down with the track vision.
Oh, I like that.
Lucky you got a way to jump out the cogs.
See, now there's an exciting hero to watch. Jump in
don't
and
know if
crit
I'm done.
That
somebody.
exciting.
that's
Oh, look, he
also
threw a
an-
dagger.
She's also
RNG.
exciting because of the RNG.
But it's not a bash, it's a there's blood everywhere, there's crits,
I mean-
people are screaming, children are crying.
They're not exactly the same, but there is some crossover in the excitement.
Maybe. Maybe
All right.
if you don't.
Call it, Slacks. Last pick for Mouse.
I'm gonna say a Tidehunter.
Okay, nice. I like that.
He might just go for something like the morph.
Oh shit, it was
Whoa.
green.
Medusa.
I thought I got it.
Ooh.
Would not have guessed the Medusa. So,
Alright.
so what's the value of Medusa these days?
She's
Well-
like a carry that brings team fight.
Sure.
Like one of the only carries that actually has a ton of team fight.
Is that stems from the Stone Gaze mostly?
Yeah, exactly. The Stone Gaze and that she's really tanky, so people can't walk into.
10
She's a nice
seconds
insurance
remaining.
policy on this team too. Like if things are not going good early or mid,
5
you know
seconds
with a
remaining.
Warlock and Medusa, you can pretty much win any late game.
And I like the idea of track with Medusa. She's very slow, a very not mobile carry.
Oh, the
Raise.
Swift Ending Razor.
We've seen this
It's one that he
before.
likes. He does
Oh,
like
did
this
see this one
one. He
before.
does like this one.
Well, we're
It
probably
has
gonna
not
find
worked
it
out in the
time.
past,
Here he is.
however.
It has not worked out.
But
I
yeah.
feel like Razor is one of those kind of forgotten about heroes in this meta.
They played him a lot, Elements, when they were first starting off in DreamLeague. Not to too much success, unfortunately, but
Okay.
they favor the hero a lot. Swift Ending loves that, so we'll
It's
see.
not a bad hero against Medusa, though, right? You drain her damage, split shot's not doing a hell of a lot.
It's definitely all right. And it's not
okay.
so bad against the other heroes, too. We have the Beastmaster, single target roar. That's
Okay.
about it, right?
So
That's about it, yeah.
there you go. Predictions. Who's taking this game number 2? We'll start with Slacks this time.
Okay, Medusa gets her new Ags and talent, and she freezes them, and Queen of Pain does a pure damage scream, insta-kill. I'll take that. I'll take the Dusa team.
Okay.
I think
Braxton?
Mouse looks better, especially after the last game. Like, that really shows you who the better team is, in my opinion. When one team's kind of just killing you over and over, but the other team's still calm and composed, and they still have, like, the top 2 net worths.
Yeah.
Even though they're down, like, 10 kills at 15 minutes or whatever. So I definitely think they'll still win.
All right, it's going to be unified here. I'm going to go with Mouse as well.
Oh.
EPG lacking stuns and controls, and I think that is going to cost them in this game. But we'll see. Game 2 of this series starting now. OD Pixel and Fog set to take it away.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We're ready for the second game, of course, of Mouse versus Elements. We've just seen the lineups. The final pick, the Swift Ending Razor. Do you like it?
It's gotten better.
It's gotten better.
It's gotten some decent buffs and stuff. And they're right away, yep, doing the cog denies. So let's see if... Mouse, the last time they played versus the Shadow Fiend, they tried to go for the first blood on him.
Yep.
This time around, I don't really think that they have the heroes to do that kind of aggressive play. They have a Medusa. They're just going for like later stages in the game having a better dominance, but see how it plays out. It's a lot riding on them. They don't really have a lot of lockdown on Mousesports either.
No, they don't. I mean, literally, it's the ultimates.
It's just the Roar and the Golem.
Yeah.
And the, I guess you could say Stone Gaze in a way.
So, yeah, TPs are going to be pretty nice this game for Elements. And, of course, over on the side of Elements, they have much better kind of sort of lockdown and catch. With the Night Stalker and the Clockwork running around and heading straight for people in this game.
30
And another
seconds
game,
to
again, where we are seeing that kind of, well, as I said, I can't remember if it was permanent, but it seems it today. You know, what, LeBron playing Jakiro, and Mitch playing the clock rather than... Oh, wait, sorry.
Huh?
Wait, what am
LeBron
I
playing
doing?
Jakiro and
LeBron-
Goji playing Night Stalker, yeah.
Oh, okay, and Gogi playing, that's
Yeah.
that's the Gogi playing the Night Stalker.
So I like this approach already. They see a bounty hunter, you know, they're like, this hero is quite weak. You know, he can't really be a lane hero, so
Oh,
they're
is he
going to go
gonna nick it?
aggro. They're
Is he
going to put the Clockwork in a 1v1. MNT's going for the steal.
Is he going to get it? He's got it. No, he
No,
didn't.
he didn't get
it. But I tell you what, he's doing a fair bit of damage to Ping. As, yeah, he can't go in for any more hits with Gogi there to watch him off. But yeah, running this lane
Switching
aggro,
lanes.
this is, I mean, does this cause a lot of issues for Elements, or are Elements...
For Mouse?
Oh, for Mouse, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that they wanted that to happen. They're switching the lanes already.
Yeah, they're already looking to dodge it, aren't they?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. Jakiro is one of the better heroes at pressuring right now just because you're so tanky, your laning phase. This was always a very good laning hero, and he got the small buff on the radius, or on the cast range and radius of his dual breath. And of course, like having all these heroes gain more mana and more health and stuff in the early stage of the game, he's able to spam out more dual breaths. He just has much more presence, able to pressure tower as well. So you want your Medusa to be able to farm uncontested in a way, and he'll do that quite well versus the Clockwork.
But if they change it, I mean, is Skylark going to be able to find anything up there? Or do you think he really just go straight into the jungle? Like, can he really lane against this aggressive tri-lane from Elements?
Yeah, he can get his levels,
Can
right?
get something?
Yeah, he just puts the board down, pulls the creep wave backwards. They're going to slowly whittle the tower down, probably. But we'll probably see also rotations being happening around the map. We'll probably see MNT try to force movements by pressuring the Shadow Fiend mid. Because Shadow Fiend, he's going to suffer.
Yeah.
Thug gets a full block. So now Shadow Fiend, the creep is completely on the Queen of Pain's hill. And this is already a hard matchup for Shadow Fiend, even if he has the souls.
I was going to say, he's not going to get any of these
He's not
creeps in
gonna
his
get
first
anything,
wave, is he? With MNT sitting there.
Yep. Night Stalker has to walk in. They have a sentry going to be placed down.
Now
Now
with
they're able
Gogi,
to-
you feel a bit more confident. And, well, drop the Shadow Strike. And in fact, that might be first blood here, isn't it? Oh, he's got one Fairy Fire. Okay, and I think MNT realizes, so won't chase too much. Gogi in return actually bringing Thug down very low. Thug has the salve. So both trading big hits. Do they actually have the... Yeah, there's a salve available on the SF, so Ping will be okay. But yeah, really kicking off in that mid lane, the 2v2 that we've got going on.
And they know exactly where the ward was placed. They know where the sentry was placed. MNT pinged it out right away when he saw Gogi place that.
Has he got? Yeah, he's got a sentry himself, hasn't he, for the D ward? So he can look to take it out. Has he got tangos on him on the bounty? Yep. Oh yeah, so he can get it quick, fast with the fingers. Bottom lane, Mitch being gone upon, has to cog back Madara. Shadow Word will take him down a little bit, won't be lethal. And here we go, MNT. Is he? He's not going for the D ward as of yet. Does he realize it's been placed? Do you think?
I saw him ping it.
He did, yeah.
He pinged
okay,
it literally instantly as soon as it was placed.
Yeah.
So he's pinging again.
Now we'll go for it.
That's it.
Oh yeah, no, that's really nice as well. They push the waves in and make sure that they don't de-ward
Top
at the
lane.
same time. Yeah, that's going to be your first blood. Swift ending LeBron. I asked if he was going to have a hard time, and it does look like it's going to be like that if Elements are able to kill him.
I don't think he expected the Ice Path at level 2. That's something that we don't see. We usually see the liquid fire and dual breath, but yeah, getting caught into a little small stun with that 56 damage stolen. Swift then is able to run him down with the boots and clean him up. So that was a nice little thing, but now LeBron does have to go back to base. But now it is a Razor versus a Beastmaster and like a 1v1, and Razor is just fine with that one.
Yeah, MNT's actually coming with a rotation down towards the bottom. So goes for the D-ward, then moves elsewhere, maybe home to catch Elements off guard. You know, maybe expecting him to stay in the middle lane after doing the D-ward. And now with the guard to Mitch, with that Shadow Word, does Mitch have any sort of regen or stick charges? He's got the Fairy
Should
Fire.
be fine.
So again, yeah, just will be able to get himself far enough away and should survive.
Yeah, Spartan went for the upheaval downward
Yeah.
to try to catch him in the slow there, but yeah, Mitch just ran up. But now, yep, Medusa has a free lane. Queen of Pain already got his lane kind of secured in the beginning, although Night Stalker is still sitting mid. So they are dual sapping Shadow Fiend's experience, which kind of hurts him in a way, and Thug actually got a DD rune, which is quite lovely for a Quap. So we'll probably see like the bottle coming out for Thug. We see a lot of like double nulls being on
They
the
can
Quap.
go in on Gogi, but he's got to be careful with these raises here, Thug. Ping comes in with the first one. Thug bowls up, now turns his attention towards the SF. So again, not getting the kill. Wow, okay, with a jump forward like that, they may get the kills. They'll look towards Ping. Ping tries to turn with the raises, but they've found one Mouse. They will lose Thug, but MNT, he's going to be silently smiling to himself. It doesn't matter that the Quap dies. He got solo XP for the second one, and he picks up the bounty of both of them. I'm sure MNT won't be too sad about Thug dying there.
No, he's fine.
He's fine.
He's going to get bottled up as
Yeah.
well here, and now he's going to keep his rotations going. Level 3, he can keep the pressure on. And now killing the Shadow Fiend is super important early on because you obviously cut the souls in half, and they're just going to keep the pressure on him.
Oh, in fact, with that Shuriken, I think they might just take him down again. Yeah, they've got him. This time, again, Gogi will find a kill. It will be bringing down MNT in response.
Okay.
But, yeah, at the end of the day, it definitely feels like Mousesports. The fact that they get the kill twice onto the SF, and the second time Thug's able to be alive for it.
And that's a Shadow Fiend that just TP'd in. So
Yeah.
now he can't TP back. He doesn't have his bottle. He just got boots. And his Night Stalker is actually higher level than him. His
Yeah,
teammates
the
higher
level difference is really going to come to show, yeah, between these mid laners.
Bottom lane, MNT going for more aggression again. Grabs the Invis rune.
Thug's there as well, as he got the burst, and with the upheaval slow, Mitch
they
is
got
going to be trapped. He's trapped in the cogs with MNT. And the vision isn't there from Gogi to chase down this bounty hunter. So already, I mean, we're seeing a lot of games. Pretty much, I want to say like every game with Mouse. Other teams, they just ban out kind of Bounty and Ricky. And already we are seeing MNT have the sort of start he wants in the first 4 minutes. I believe, has he been involved in all the kills? I feel like he must have.
If he gets this courier.
Oh.
He actually gets spotted by the creeps. Oh!
Oh.
He doesn't have the 2 points. And so MNT are, I think MNT and Pi are some of those people, these guys went for the 2 points in Shadow Walk. They used to do that for the courier snipes, but this game, because he's having such a good game, he goes for the shuriken damage.
I mean, yeah, secured him that kill on the mid shadow. He may have even leveled it up as he was going for that second kill onto the SF in the middle.
Yeah, and blocks a stack. Puts deep wards as well to watch where the Shadow Fiend can catch up on, because he already knows he's like, Thug's having a good time in mid. Shadow Fiend catches up through stack, so as long as we keep eyes on him there and we can dive him, that's good. So yeah, great vision coming out from MNT, and his movements have already been perfect. He doesn't want to go toward the top lane because they already accepted the fact Skylar can't do anything versus the Razor, so he's just going to put pressure on the other 2 lanes.
And he's still got the wall controller in the middle lane, so they can make another go. Going in onto Ping. Thug with that Shadow Strike, moving forward. It's not quite enough burst to bring the SF down. Thug has to jump back with the big old dragon sitting around in lane. And all things considered, the SF isn't Ping's not falling too far behind his CS. And of course, the good lane at the moment, certainly being that top lane for Element. Swift ending, finding the farm on the Razor, getting a lot of denies as well. So good experience control of that top lane.
Yeah, now we see what you mentioned. Skylark is kind of just like jungling a bit. Bottom lane, Mitch.
He may just go down. He's got Fire and 2 stick charges. The Shadow was going to be close. He's going to try for the team. Spartan actually with some nice jukes here. Oh my god. Can Gogi actually find him? He will get him finally. Takes him down, and I can't believe that clock. He actually got back to base with that TP. I thought he was going to tick out. Was it 2 HP?
Yeah, 2 HP when he got back to the base. Yeah. But he still had a Shadow Ward tick on him, but the Fountain Regen obviously saved him.
Yes, yeah.
So that was a very good TP coming out from Mitch.
Mid lane. And he went for a go on to Thug. And was just able to get himself back out with a quick blink on the quap.
Yep. Instant D ward coming out as well. LeBron had an idea where MNT placed that ward vision in the jungle. Take that one out. Aggression coming out from Thug, and Ping's just dead.
He just jumps in and gets himself a solo with the Sonic Wave. They've got vision onto LeBron. They're going to go for him as well there with the Shadow Word, and they'll get it. 2 kills here for Mouse in the middle lane. Again, they get very low, but it's fine. They get themselves out. And in fact, there's a regen rune down on the bottom. We'll see who's able to get wind of that.
Yeah, Night Stalker and Jakiro are heroes that don't really they don't really help the mid lane that much when they're there. Their presence is, if they're standing there the whole time, sure, they can have kind of an impact, but like a TP rotation of a Jakiro, you're not really going to save him with that.
Yeah, it's a very slow response heroes.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower
And now Madara makes the move. You know, you don't really want to stay bottom lane as a carry almost ever for that long, so.
And you do need to do something about this Razor start, because Swift Ending is having a very good start on the Razor.
Yeah.
They want to try and contest him somehow.
Bounty Hunter already has Arcane Boots and Windlace and Raindrop.
7
He's
minutes
feeling great. Sapping the experience as well from the stacks.
What level's Ping at? Is he catching back up?
He's like the same level as the Bounty Hunter. And Bounty Hunter steals his last hit.
Damn.
And yeah, the Arcane Boots are very good this game. Of course, with the Medusa on your team, you always want to be able to have as many Arcane Boots as possible to surge up his effective HP.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, it's just, I mean, good item on Bounty Hunter anyway.
Oh, yes, and the Medusa is a good pick in the sense as well. There's not going to be any sort of mana burn on Element's lineup, is there? No one that's going to be building a Diffusal Blade.
Yeah.
Or any of the sorts. And
they don't really have any like that big burst that you want to be able to bring down a Medusa. They just have like this chase down kind of thing with the Clockwork Night Stalker. So yeah, this Medusa should be very powerful.
Yeah, that's the where is the damage to bring down that Medusa later on?
You hope that he gets linked and ran at by the Razor pretty much.
I mean, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. But
Dire's top tower
it is going to be hard for Elements. There's no doubt about it if it was with this draft. Top lane. Swift, despite Madara turning up here, is still keeping good control of the lane with his Razor play. Bottom lane, he's looking for the curry MNT, and he may just find it here. What's it got on? Has it got anything tasty on? Ooh, wait, we won't get it on the way there. And ooh, no, we didn't even get it on the way back. MNT losing his...
Madara's getting dove as well.
Yeah, they're going in for the kill here, straight onto the Medusa, and Swift Ending with the ultimate, a fine one. Spartan, he's going to take the second. Swift Ending, keeping himself alive with the stick charges, goes for the TP up, but the creep finishes him off. Oh, but he gets himself a double on the way down.
He just got a very large link and ran at him with Eye of the Storm, and the Night Stalker diving in as well. They just were able to claim him under the tower. I mean, he doesn't have Stone Gaze ready. Yeah, he's only level 7.
That's definitely the synergy they've got to play with. As you said, the Static Link obviously very good, but Jakiro, Night Stalker, and Clockwork, all heroes with very good spells to enable a long duration of the Static Link. They can control and slow the heroes down enough for Swift Ending to get the chance to run them down.
Roar bottom. Roar for the tower, but Mitch gets the deny anyway. Oh no.
Roar baited out as it succeeds at nothing. And now Skylark having to man up against Mitch in the
Thug's
cogs.
rotating.
Yeah, comes in, jumps forward straight away. The Ice Path will be out, and Skylark gets taken down, but Thug finds the kill. MNT's there now to look for another. LeBron tries to TP out, but the Shuriken's there, of course, from MNT, and LeBron just has to accept his fate. So they may have got the tower denied, but they lose the trade. 2 heroes going down, and Thug picking up the kills as well. So again, we sort of saw this in the first game. Thug starting to break away from Ping, and it's happening again here in game 2 as he is starting to really jump ahead of the Shadow Fiend this game.
Yeah, on the other side though, the Razor is doing very well. You know, he's
all
got
eyes on the
4,200
Razor.
and
All eyes on the
Medusa's
Razor.
only 2,800. So he's, I mean, Bounty Hunter, you know. MNT is level 6 now. And he's got the same gold as his Medusa, but that's where it, that's where the gold starts coming in, of course, the track. He's gonna have the urn finished up as well on the Bounty Hunter too, so he's got a little bit increased sustain coming out for his teammates.
Well, what does he build on the back? Does he get Vlad's, or does he just go straight for the medallion, Solar Crest after he's got the urn out?
I personally still like Mech.
You still like him getting the Mech?
Yeah, I still really like it. Skylark top, getting dove up.
Yeah, Mitch going straight in here on the top lane. There's going to be the Sonic Wave coming through. Swift Ending actually going to be the first to fall here. They'll head over towards Madara, but Madara already taken down with the rest of Elements. So they traded the 1-for-1s, but it is the track goal coming into play now as Mouse are going to look to chase down more. They'll get themselves the double kill as they bring down the Night Stalker, jumping forward onto LeBron. More track gold here, and it's a triple kill for Thug. 7-1-4 so far in the Queen of Pain, and that's a triple kill and triple the track gold.
Yeah, very nice rotation coming out from Thug. Yeah. With a DD rune as well, so just that having a little bit increased of right click, able to bring down everybody. But Madara still getting shut down heavily. He gets hook shotted, gets macro pyred inside the hook shot, and yeah, that's a lot of damage coming out. So I want to see some 4 staffs being built up maybe early, so that could be the potential that what Bounty Hunter might go for this game.
A little bit of a save. Yeah, get him away from Swift.
Yeah, we do see Skylar queues up the Necro Book this time around, so trying to give those beneficial auras to his teammates.
Oh, again, yeah, so yeah, it's the same as yesterday. Game 1 goes for the Vlad's Medallion. Game 2 goes for the Brown Boots Necro Book.
And Necro Book is pretty good versus like Shadow Fiend and Razor in a way, because they have like this damage that's always like persisting. So if you just like stick a Necro Book on a Razor who's running away, he kills the Necro Book with Zai the Storm or something, and he ends up taking a lot of damage. I mean, that's probably not the actual reason why he's getting it, but it is an additional reason that can be kind of nice.
There's the urn out for MNT, who will look to be enabling more fights similar to that of the last one that Mouse just found.
He's got a Hand of Midas queued up on the Bounty Hunter. So they know, like, okay, Medusa late game is the key to our success. So if we just take it late, I mean, we win this game.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. They definitely want to do that if they're not going to find the win early on.
Yep. I mean, it could be fine. He's already super leveled. He's already doing quite well. He's got an XP gain talent too.
It's a good one as well, isn't it?
It's only 20%, but it's at level 10, so that and with Midas, it's very good. Top lane, Rock coming out.
Drop the Golem with the Roar as well on Swift Ending, ready to go straight away. Thug comes in for the TP, doesn't even need to commit the ultimate. Hasn't actually got it, but it doesn't matter, not necessary.
2 tracks.
MNT at the right place at the right time, and bam, shooting up in the money, 1,200 towards that Midas recipe.
Yeah, they knew that it was only 2 heroes there. They have a ward on Ping. They saw the Night Stalker in mid lane. They know this is our go. We can get these kills very easily. Goji almost has his Hand of Midas finished up though on the Night Stalker, so they're trying to do damage control. But man, this bounty, 4,000 net worth. He's ahead of his Beastmaster and Medusa by 500. He's feeling good.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's interesting. First pro picks of Razor and Medusa in 7.06.
Clockwork remains the most picked, it said?
People are, Clockwork has been absolutely loved in this patch. He really is. He's getting a lot of love. And we're certainly seeing why for a lot of reasons as well. He's had some very, very good games.
Especially this team. I mean, especially some of these. Like, they love their Clockwork Shadow Fiend even before the patch came out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's, yeah.
And then since the patch, you know, you can cog the creep wave. If you are offlane, you cog the creep wave pretty much at all the way to your tower because the new distance that they meet.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And he gets that new, you know, plus 40 battery assault at 20, which is actually an absurd amount of damage if you actually find people.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Again, not the reason you picked the hero.
What's the other one at 20?
It's like magic resistance, I believe. Yeah, 12% magic
Oh, so
resist.
you take the damage
You
all
take
the
the
time,
damage.
don't you? Yeah, magic resistance,
Nah.
honestly.
Magic resist.
Dire's
I mean, he
top
doesn't,
tower
especially
is
this
under
kind of game, like he
attack.
doesn't. Resist.
How absurd.
Dire's structures
Oh, mid lane.
fortified.
Push coming in from Thug.
Radiant's
Getting a bit of space to hammer in onto the tier 1. At the same time, that elements
good.
are setting up at the tier 2.
This is good for Mouse, though. They're
Yeah.
gonna get 2 towers out of this.
Okay.
Skylark's like, this is great. I got my book finished up, coming out level 1. I'm like, gonna tier 2 without even using a book.
Yeah.
MNT, always being that obnoxious little scouter,
is under
seeing
attack.
the rotation around. Okay, and he does queue up a 4-step. I was thinking the
goes back.
Midas is a little
Yeah.
bit weird when you're playing versus a Clockwork and you want to be able to like save your Medusa. I think you need at least one or 2 4-steps coming
I think
out.
someone probably had words with him, didn't they? They're like, MNT.
Yeah.
Is that a Midas?
Yeah, I think it's just I think it's just a better item overall for the game plan. I mean, sure, you know, taking it late could be cool, but his Medusa's suffering.
Yeah,
so.
you got to keep the Medusa alive to take her late. And what was Himandara? He's kind of headed over to the Ancients. He started to clear through the stacks and such, and it is helping. He's catching back up. There's still certainly a gap between him and Swift Ending, so it does need a bit more time.
Yeah, thank God that Ancients now have mana, because otherwise he would not be killing those Prowlers in time with his slow damage and the HP regen that they have. So luckily, Mystic Snake always able to restore your mana and do a little bit of bonus damage, especially to those Prowlers. So he's slowly but surely
In fact,
farming this
if he
Ancient stack.
finishes this Ancient stack off, I think that will be quite a bit of that gap closed. He's going to be pretty much back
And he's got
on
a
par
Yasha.
with the Raiden.
Okay, he's actually doing okay.
Yeah, he's going to be catching up with Swift Ending very shortly.
Yeah, he'll have this. He'll get his Dragon Lance into Hurricane Pike probably pretty shortly afterwards, giving him a big burst of HP and survivability.
Swift Ending himself just cleaning up his own Ancients to try and finish off his S and Y. Who's got a Midas? Oh no, he did get the Midas, Fog.
He did get well, he had both queued up, so okay, so he went for the Midas and then he's going to go for the
He
Force
did
anyway.
go back for it. No, yeah, because you're right. He definitely queued up the other, and then he was like, all right, no, we are getting the Midas first.
So pace of the game kind of like slowed down, and he kind of decided he wants to have that kind of like recovery kind of thing even into the later stage. He even takes the XP talent too. So with Midas in the XP talent, he actually gets levels very quickly.
Yeah, we did see there Spartan getting caught out in.
Oh, Ping bottom might actually
jungle.
get gone on here. They have Book ready. They have Roar. Yeah, he should be able to be brought down here very easily.
Straight up. And,
Save the Shuriken.
I mean, we're seeing, Necro Book 1. It's level 1, but it's still a ridiculous amount of damage on a single target.
That 20% experience gain coming
Yep.
into play right there. Bounty Hunter gets a big surge up. He gets 678 experience going his way.
Well, I'm wondering actually, looking at that, I don't. Is that before? Does that factor in the increase?
What, the right fight recap?
Oh no, yeah, it definitely does. Okay, definitely. Because I was wondering because they moved the same, but that's because what Beastmaster also has a 20% XP gain. They both have the same talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Has fallen.
Alrighty. MNT on the moves again. Thug, how's he doing?
Just missed a courier snipe on MNT. He walked right by it.
It's not his day for the courier snipes. Normally this is the man that's getting them left, right, and center, but they keep slipping away from it.
It's like he's literally
So
like
close.
mid-animation,
Yeah.
like 3 times now that I've seen.
What
But-
do you think about Thug's build this game? Though? So Yules
Well,
and
Yules,
then
right?
straight Aghanims.
Okay. I
So
mean,
now-
I've been seeing a lot of different
Yeah.
builds.
Yeah, with the quad.
Yules is always good. Be able to remove the Night Stalker silence. That's pretty much the only thing that can actually kill him.
Yeah, that's
in this game.
that's sort of a necessity against the Night Stalker, isn't it? Yeah.
Extra mana regen, and then they don't want to be playing around these long cooldowns. They already have Warlock Golem that's going to be pretty long, and he wants to be able to have that, like reduced cooldown on it. Just be able to like set up the ganks with MNT a lot more because his Medusa needs to farm, so they need to make the plays happen with Thug. So here we go again. Even committing the rock for these Shrek kills.
Well, they're in a it looks like they're in a position as well to push onto this tier 2. So they get the kill. They'll look to put some pressure onto this tower. Only with the Golem though. Actually, the rest of them not sticking around here. So yeah, definitely as it seems just coming in for that ult. But it does give the gold for Thug to have his completed Aghanims now on its way out, and also
Early.
Skylark. He's now got the completed level 3 Necro Book.
All right, they're looking very good. MNT's movements have been on point this game. 6-1 and 6, part of 12 of the 16 kills. Now set up for bottom.
Oh, Swift Ending. MNT thinking about it. Needs to wait for the rest of the team. As it is, he'll lay down the track. They're moving into position with the smoke. Now comes off, and they get the raw.
Oh, he's
straight
dead.
onto the Razor. Ice Path will come through, but Madara and Thug still hitting him from the sidelines, and Swift Ending's down. They'll jump forward, track onto LeBron. A couple of track kills for Mouse as Thug now reaching godlike status.
All right, this Midas purchase was super value. You know, he's already sitting at 2,600 gold. He's got the 4-step finished up. He's level 13 on the Bounty Hunter.
I mean, he's what, same net worth as Swift Ending. Who, you know, this is a Razor who had a great time. I mean, this really is something that I feel we see with Swift Ending. He's very good in the lane, but the elements in himself do start to fall apart in the mid game, and certainly that fantastic beginning just doesn't amount to much at all as the other team's able to outplay them.
Yeah, usually like when you see these Shadow Fiends picked up, the team, you want to be playing around your Shadow Fiend like almost entirely, but they're not getting the chances to like kind of group up. Their lanes keep getting pushed into them. They keep having to clear the wave, so they show 1 or 2 heroes. And then Mouse is just like, okay, we have like pretty great opportunities. Elements is just, I mean, they're just not playing nearly as well as Mouse. Mouse is just much better unit. They're dictating the pace of the game much better. And it's just reactionary plays coming out from Elements rather than them trying to do any type of aggressive plays. They can't because they just feel like that they're at such a deficit. And Goji's going to be farming an Aghanims, so maybe that could be that their go to when they want to be able to actually do some aggressive plays when they get a vision type of advantage, but they're under ward vision at all times in this game so far.
Yeah, as you said, the information that they have is ridiculous.
Wards, Hawks.
Yeah, track, the whole lot.
Yep.
It's there for the Mouse.
And bottom lane, again,
actually
Book's ready, and Swift Ending is dead.
And he's getting out carried by this MNT Bounty Hunter. It really is, as MNT now taking the lead in net worth in comparison to the position 1 of EPG. Middle, Thug drops down the Sonic Wave, jumps forward, looks to try and finish off the Jakira, and he will
Track
do so.
gets out too right before he dies.
Oh, did he really?
Yep, and another track.
Oh, look, with the hook shot. It's a good Requiem. Actually be able to burst down MNT, ping. Very low. Thug's tempted to go back in for that. He says, I'm going in for that kill, and he'll take it with the Shadow Strike. Double kill for Thug beyond godlike. They will get themselves some kills in return, though, Elements, this time around.
This time they were actually, you know, kind of positioned around. They had 4 heroes at least in the area, so they were at least able to turn around, but yeah, at least they get a decent trade. But the tracks do kind of make it pretty much even.
Yeah.
In a way. But yeah, the experience is the more important one there. Night Stalker getting 2,000, Clockwork also getting 2,000 experience.
Now you have to bear in mind that we're talking about the vision game for Mouse, but Gogi does have that Aghanims complete now. So definitely, this is massive for Elements. You know, they themselves lacking in vision in the playing field, and this is certainly gonna start to bring it back to a bit of an even level between them and Mouse in terms of vision. Yeah,
even in vision, but at the same time too, it's been Mouse for the most part running around. It's like a 3 or 4 man unit, and they're just like, Madara, catch up. You know, you're the securement for the late game, and it's working out incredibly well for them.
Swift Ending trying to find that Lincoln's, and he definitely needs it. But even then, it's not necessarily going to be a free save for him. As each time the Raws come through, it's been when MNT's in the neighborhood, so he can very easily pop that Lincoln's and allow the Raw to still come in. So, I don't know, it's very hard for... I mean, it's hard for the Razor, it's hard for Razor as a whole, I feel. It's just one of these heroes that we don't see it a lot, and it does feel like there's a reason why. Definitely one of those win the lane, but struggle to win the game heroes.
Yeah, I mean, they're not playing well around it, though. They're not playing as a unit. And this is now when they actually have 5 heroes, though, but the Rock comes out.
Oh, he gets 4 again here. Spartan with the upheaval as well, just slowing down Elements, forcing them back. Oh, that Stone Gaze, getting Madara beautifully in position as he shoves himself forward, and Elements just getting ripped apart. 2, 3 down, track gold for days for Mouse. And I think that was a couple of forces there to just shove that Medusa into position. Thug as well, eyeing up Gogi, will be silenced up. It's only going to buy time for them to put the track out on him, and of course Thug, he's going to want to chase this one down, pick up another track kill. The silence has worn off, the Shuriken bounces through, jump forward there from Thug. Oh, and again, another track, Elements just falling into the hands of Mouse. 1 by 1, force forward from MNT as he slides down to the low ground. They'll pick up another track kill.
I think this might just be over. They have so much gold from all this track.
It's getting off the charts. It's 15k gold lead, 25 minutes in, and the noises are coming out from Mouse. They know that they've done it here. Mouse's potential first 2-0 here at DreamLeague. If they can finish this one off, Mitch will come in, gets Madara, but again with these force plays, jumping out. Mitch actually shoved down, and in fact, Thug just turns around with the 2-man Sonic Waves. They're starting to get tracked up, but they have lost Spartan. Gets taken down on the front. MNT low on the mana. Has to start and get himself on the retreat. Sentry down for Elements, so they are holding here. Forcing Mouse back. But as you say, it is such a financial deficit they're going to be playing from.
Yeah.
As, look at the individual net worth. All 4 members of Mouse ahead of what Elements have.
Yeah.
Thug would be a big kill.
Oh, they actually might be able to get him here.
Yeah, I think he can't play his way out of this one, can he? No, he's dead. That is a massive kill. That is the
1,000
biggest kill they
gold.
could hope for.
Yeah, so
he
that's
was on
pretty
a
good.
ridiculous streak. How many kills did he have in a row? It says 10x.
10x, yeah.
But I think it was beyond that. Oh no, it was literally 10x. But yeah, I mean, Ping's happy with that one. That's hey, there we go. It's put him back ahead of the Beastmaster. That's something.
Yep, big experience change more than net worth change, and defending their racks. But yeah, I mean, Force Staff is actually such a good item this game. Like, even more thinking about it, like versus Razor, you always want Force Staff to peel away from the static link versus Clockwork, of course. So yeah, the Force Staff pickups are doing really well in just their movements. We see now MNT, he gets a Dagon too, just buys it up. You know, no problem. Just really farmed bounty hunter here, top 3 net worth.
Yeah, he's loving life. He's having a very fun time here. MNT 9 for 2 for 13 on the KDA.
Part of 22 of their 26 kills. So, oh man, Swift Ending caught up very far up. Are they able to get the Boar Slow onto him? Are they able to get the Roar? They get the Force Staff,
they
and they
shove
are.
him forward. But again, there will be a defensive force bringing Swift Ending away.
Okay.
That'll be enough to save him here. So both teams, I mean, I don't know how many forces and Hurricane Pikes we have in total, but that's the item here. That really is. Is it just what only 2 okay on Mouse and what just 1 on oh no, they've got so a Hurricane Pike on both sides and a Force Staff on both sides.
Yeah.
We've got 4 of the forcing items in play. And yeah, certainly feeling the power of them.
Yep. Now Mouse, this is a good play. Going for the Roshan here. They've got all their ults ready. They should have Hawk Vision up. I don't see the Hawk though. Oh well.
Let's be a little careful with pinging Swift around there.
Yeah.
They do have to respect Element's team fight still.
Yep. I thought that they'd actually have vision of the high ground there, be able to try to go for something, but now they're gonna get some tracks out.
I thought actually going to jump forward, looking for Mitch, but he forces himself out. Swift Ending coming across. So keeping Mouse out of the pit at least. Track starting to get laid down once again by MNT. Thug with the jump forward. Ping is on the high ground, as well as Gogi and LeBron coming in from the north.
Did they kill the Hawk again? I don't see the Hawk again. Oh well.
No, he's back out now. He's just summoning
Now
a new
he's
one
got it.
up.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Good. And it gets killed
Again, yeah, nighttime comes through. He's got the flying vision, just chomps on the Hawk immediately. LeBron trying to do something about this Roche attempt as he lays down the ultimate into the pit. The chaotic offering comes out. Mitch comes in. Can they steal the Roshan? It's full in solo. Who's going to get it? No. Mouse do find it. They pick up the Aegis on Madara and Elements. They've lost 2. The Stone Gaze is too much for the side of Elements to fight around, and now they have to back off. They've lost a 3rd. Thug's on the high ground looking to beat down upon Mitch. The Shrine Heal keeping him alive for the time being. In the river, meanwhile, Ping getting forced back. One more touch will bring down the SF, and it's going to be a full team wipe as Thug was able to finish off Mitch on the high ground. A team wipe, a Roshan, and an Aegis. I mean, that really felt like pretty much the last-ditch attempt from Elements, as now this game's impossible for them, Fogged.
Yeah, it really is impossible for them to come back now. They're versus Medusa late game, or when if it actually ever gets to that point. And I mean, it's 20,000 gold late at 27 minutes here. The Bounty Hunter is still top 3 net worth. Shadow Fiend is nowhere near his next big item. Yeah, this is just gonna be Mouse closing it out. Very good movements and teamwork coming out from Mouse, but Elements just seem to be very reactionary for the first for a good 15 minutes or so. They weren't really making like any aggressive moves at all, and it doesn't help also that Mouse just has so much vision. We talked about it a bunch of times. The Hawk Vision, the MNT's Bounty Hunter, one of his staple heroes, able to just always read the opportunities and see the movements coming up before they even happen.
Well, as it is, we'll see them live to
Still be
fight
battling.
another day. But it is going to. It feels like it needs to be a throw of pretty epic proportions for Mouse to give this one up. Pings onto Skylark there. Spartan's like,
You have a branch instead of a
bet
TP,
Spartan is
Skylark.
laughing
That's
at
exactly
this.
what they're saying to him right now. They're probably like, you have a branch and no TP, dude.
oh, the sad trombone comes out, and Spartan is. I bet he's laughing. I could just imagine Spartan's laugh there.
I don't think he is. He's probably like, dude, you have my gem.
Oh.
You idiot.
Oh, he had the gem.
He had the gem.
He did have. Oh, okay, yeah. Spartan is not laughing.
That's why he's pinging him.
Oh,
He's
he's
just like,
not
what are you
laughing.
doing? That's half my net worth right there.
Oh, Spartan is not laughing.
And now they're getting onto the aggressive plays, but this is an Aegis Medusa
Yeah.
with a ridiculous amount of mana and effective HP.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They don't really want to fight though just yet.
Oh man, yeah, Mitch is setting up something pretty nice here with this hook shot, but Madara will come out with the Stone Gaze, start to head back up to the high ground. They'll catch the dragon in the freeze
there we
here.
go.
Sonic Wave comes out onto 2. They're actually trapped up in their own cogs, their elements, as they'll lose 2. Ping will be able to find the Beastmaster here, jump out from Thug as he gets away from the Requiem. But Thug now comes back in. He's found LeBron, and the gem is back on the decks.
Gem recovered.
There we go. Less spam pinging from Spartan, as he'll be happy, and he picks that up for himself.
Yep.
He will put it back down on the courier. He says, right, next time you be careful with that Skylark.
Don't have a branch instead of a TP in your inventory. I better see you sell the... Yeah, he sold the branch now.
He sold the branch.
I bet you that's what they
He
were
sold
talking
the
about.
branch. There we go.
MNT? Going for some solo pressure onto Ping?
Well, why did he have a branch?
He probably just had it from earlier. From laning phase, he probably just never used it, right?
Late game branch.
Maybe he was going to go for like the Vlad's build eventually and he just never got rid of it just to be efficient, but either way, not the biggest deal. You could see that Elements felt pretty desperate trying to chase for kills. They're trying to chase a Medusa with Aegis who has 2,200 mana and 2,400 health. Like, very ambitious attempts to try to go for that, but yeah, they're definitely in desperation mode.
No, so I was going to say they're keeping the gem on the courier. They've actually got another gem out. Who brought that one? Oh, they've actually got LeBron's gem. There we go. So they're protecting their own and utilizing elements at the moment. And now Mouse will come in for the push down bottom. Aegis still intact on Madara. What can elements do? There we go. The fire and ice being laid down by LeBron. Madara just moves himself to the side, starting to hit in onto the tower. Crippling Fear causes some issues. Mischance. There's no sort of true strike yet on Madara. Again with the ice. They're going to get a pretty good static link off here, but again, the Hurricane Pike shoving the Razor away. The Sonic Wave comes through, bringing 3 down low. Thug just jumps in onto the back lines here, looking for Ping. In fact, the Ice Path is going to be off the mark. The Ice Path doesn't catch him. Thug uses himself up. They've lost 2. There'll be a buyback here on the SF. Thug into the tree line, trying to keep himself hidden, but they can see him. They've found him. They'll take him out and down. The nighttime flying vision allowing them to catch out the Queen of Pain, and Thug's actually down for 80 seconds. Chasing down for more. Madara pops the Stone Gaze to try and allow the escape of Mouse. As they've got 3 still left to try and get out of there. Swift continuing to chase down. Again, Hurricane Pike. Pretty good hard counter there to the static link. Gogi, can he set something up here? Looks towards MNT. They do have a shrine available. So this will be elements going up the high ground into this shrine. They need to be careful about this one. Swift out of mana. Gogi, Ping, they really want to try and come in onto this one. They're trying to somehow force themselves up here, but with Mouse healing back up, they've got to be very careful about how close they're getting already. Ping, slowed down here by the Skadi. Spartan, with the spam pings coming out. Again, the Dagon and the right clicks. In fact, they've just got him. Swift ending. Gives his life up. They've lost the Aegis on Madara as it times out, but Mouse don't care. They're chasing out for more. Again, the force there from Mitch to bring Ping back, but they've got the Roar. They jump forward, land it. Dagon from MNT to seal the deal. And as hard as elements try, they just can't. They can't bring themselves back into this fog. It's been such a disastrous mid-game. It really has for them. As Mouse would just play really nicely, and MNT Bounty Hunter, a little bit of a reminder of why we see teams ban it out.
I mean, he's about to be #1 net worth.
Yeah.
He's actually going to be... He might actually get this one too with the Dagon here.
I think he will.
He doesn't have the mana for it. He does now.
Do it.
Bam. Top, #1 net worth.
Net worth. That's why you ban this, ladies and gentlemen. You don't take chances against the MNT Bounty Hunter.
He's actually having such an absurd game. He's still throwing more tracks out, and this is just the cleanup here. Madara gets in perfect position, and there we go.
It ends, and he is top.
He's top net worth.
That's got to be the best bounty performance I think we've seen in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Through mages, through lands, he has just had an absolutely incredible game there.
He ruined Ping's entire mid lane.
He ruined the entire game for
Goji started there, but yeah, his movements were great. His warding. He pretty much saw all the movements coming out from Elements, and Mouse played around it really well. Elements also just seemed to be kind of disconnected in like the way that they wanted to approach the game. They had people like Nightstalker farming top showing on the map, Shadow Fiend farming in mid lane, and then they have 3 people pressuring bottom tower. You could feel that they were kind of like disconnected, and Mouse just completely ran them over.
Absolutely. What a game for Mouse, and what a series for them. Taking the 2-0, they're going to be over the moon with that. 2K gold in the bank, 2K gold, 2K cash in the bank, 2K USD. So great stuff for Mousesports. Elements just struggling a bit, and again, Razor, I'm still yet to be kind of convinced with that hero. It's as you said, I mean, did it receive some sort of nerf in the patch?
It got buffed.
But it did get some
The
sort.
Eye of the Storm has instant casts now.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
So you can chase and stuff
Yeah.
in your lane
It's
dominator.
easier to chase.
But you have to, you know, like they didn't play around it. Honestly, they were playing very reactionary Dota. They didn't really get to make their own plays. They took the top tier 2, and I think that was like their only real move that they made in the game, and it was just Mouse, just like running the pace.
Well, there we have it. Tough times for the side of Elements. They will drop 2 games. Mouse take 2, and panel. We'll be able to bring you guys back in. But there we have it. Mousesports looking pretty good.